Yeah, so I think we're up to St. Crispin Street now. I could do a left-hand turn and go down there, but it actually goes a little off the beaten track and curls around, so it's slightly less direct way of doing things. So I think I'll keep going until I get to Clifton Road, and we'll do it that way. Oh no, it's not. It's actually Pixie Street. Okay, well St. Crispin's a bit further up. Okay, not a problem. I can live with that. It's a very secluded area. But the ubiquitous whippersnippers, you can't get away from them. Look at that plot of land, that'd be worth a bit. You still got to build a place on it. Probably $1 million lot. Would not surprise. Yeah, it's a shame I didn't do one inspection up here because, I mean, it seemed a long way, but the bus is actually a more direct route back. It might cost a little more, but I only use the bus once a week. I'll go into the city tomorrow, and that'll be it. I'm also looking for an upgrade to my for my mobile phone. I was hoping to get the one that had it's a G10 model, it's called. But it looks like I might have to get the E7 Motorola. The G10 I thought was listed at $199, and maybe it was, but now it's about 240 something. And what I liked about it was it had a battery that had rather than 3 microamps or whatever they are capacity, it had 5. But it is going to cost more. So looking at a compromise option, which is only $197, and that's the E7, which still has 4 gig of RAM, which is good. Still has everything else except the battery is only 4 microamps or whatever. So it's like about a 33% increase as opposed to a 66% increase in capacity. Would have been nice to get the 5, but I think I might go with that other model, the 4, as a compromise. And I think I've learned a lesson. You don't want to keep recharging your phone too often. You want to keep down those recharges because it can really run down your battery. So, use it sparingly. Yeah, I mean, our battery technology's still got a way to go. You've got to basically handle it with kid gloves if you want to get the most out of it. So, but yeah, I might go and buy that tomorrow because I'm just concerned that I'm not getting. This is it. No, is that it? What's the? I told you. Yeah, that's St. Crispin. There you go. So I could go up St. Crispin. It is a possibility, but again, it winds around a bit. So I'm going to go right up to Clifton Road, and I'll still get a windy road, but won't be going back on itself, so it'll be a bit more direct. Yeah, so I think I'll go with that particular mobile, the E7. It's still got the extra RAM, which is really important. They've got different operating systems. I'm not sure whether it's a superior one in the other model, but the thing is, you change your phone so frequently because technology keeps going forward so much. I don't expect to get more than about 2 or 3 years out of it before I'd need to change it. And look, there's nothing wrong with the old phone except for the fact that it's misreading the amount of juice in the battery, and it just isn't holding its capacity as much as it was, so it's pretty stuffed. So that's one of the major reasons. Well, it is the major reason I'm changing. Plus, an increase in RAM will help me multitask and should make the whole phone run smoother, so it should be an improvement. So that's just another one of those upgrade expenses you have to spend every few years. I certainly put off getting a new action camera for a long time, 5 to 6 years in that case, probably a bit too long, but it seems to have worked well. I don't need something super flash, so this has got all the functions I really need. So, and so far so good with it. I had a couple little glitches, but it might have been my fault rather than the camera, so I don't want to pass judgment on it yet. Yeah, I mean, it would be great if you can get a bike ride down here. That would be perfect. You can go all the way to Palm Cove, and I'll do that one day. But today is a shopping trip with a slight diversion, showing a little bit more of the suburb, Clifton Beach, but not on the beach, just within about a block or so inside of the beach. So the houses probably won't look as flash because the real estate prices are generally much lower there, and this is sort of the elite area. It's a great day for walking. It's a bit of shade. It's quite pleasant, but yeah, not getting beaten up by the sun. There you go, Clifton Road. It came up much sooner again. It's like Endeavour when I first came up here. Endeavour jumped up a lot sooner than I expected, so now probably won't have a footpath to go down, but we'll keep going anyway. I'll get used to that back in Kawara. Oh, there's a little bit of a footpath. They're intermittent. Yeah, it's one of the quirks of living up here. Now I just got to look at my little guide to see which way I need to go. Got to do a right-hand turn into Yule Avenue. Okay, it's pretty simple. I love the hills in the background. Looks very nice. I have got Steadicam on. I checked it, and that seems to be working, I think. If you go up to 60, you lose the Steadicam option. So there's always compromises. But I think 30 frames a second's fine. I don't particularly want to do any slow-mo sort of effects, although I might try it out at some stage. They do look interesting. It'd be good if you're shooting sporting events. Now we've got a road coming up here. This could be it. I don't think there's that many roads to go. I think it is the first option, if I recall. I think I remember what I've got to do. I've got to go up here, and then I might have to do another right. Well, I've got it on my list anyway. Oh, it's good they're on the right side of the road. That's nice for a change. Looking at street signs for me can be quite a challenge. Is that going any? Oh no, that's it. Yep. So far so good. Yule Avenue. Perfect. There's a few council workers down the other way. Actually, the houses are still pretty good. I mean, someone did say to me online, one of my subscribers, or one of the people who comments anyway, that it is an expensive area. Oh, there's a business there, some sort of a bar or something. They're quite nice. It's just good to explore. Clifton Terraces. Yes, it does look upmarket. More sort of, looks more holiday-ish than residential, but it's a combination, obviously. But yeah, nice area. Yeah, I just didn't really explore it, which is a bit remiss of me. I mean, I was interested in that place that I said was like, I thought had a Spanish influence. I put it in one of my previous videos. But when they advertised it online, their agent, they used Tuscany as their reference. But I think it personally looks more Spanish than Italian. But, you know, what's a real estate agent know anyway? They just want to make the sale. I guess Tuscany might have more cachet. Could well do. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, it's not too shabby. It's a good idea to go down here, I think. And it should be slightly faster as well. There's a practical aspect to this as well. And certainly if they get that Deep Creek Estate connecting road done, I think that'll make life a little easier that way too. But especially on a bike, it's going to be really quite not too bad getting to the shops. I still haven't necessarily given up on the idea of electronic trike. We'll see how my share sales go, but I sold the almond shares, and they've taken off since I actually sold them. I mean, I made a profit, but I sold for the best price I got was $2.53, but they've gone up to $8. So yeah, I diddled myself out of, oh God, $500, a grand, you know, whatever. So easily done when you're in the stock market. Potential profits can be squandered so easily. But I always think it's a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, you know. So you can't bitch about it. I mean, it's guaranteed now in my pocket. And you know, anything can happen. Armageddon in the finance sector can take place. I'm pretty sure we just follow on here. So you make hay while the sun shines. I mean, look, at some stage we're going to have a major shock to the stock market. It could be China actually initiating an invasion of Taiwan. That will not go down well in the world economy, I'll tell you. That will be a biggie. But it could be anything. I mean, at the moment it's COVID seems to be affecting a few things. It's keeping the lid on the Australian Stock Exchange. If they got on top of the lockdowns, then yeah, it would bounce back, because you have got better consumer demand and what have you. And certainly the resilience of the Australian economy is quite amazing when the shackles are taken off. This is going way too smoothly. That's Beaver there, doing a lefty from Beaver. I'm convinced that this is definitely more upmarket than Kawara. Definitely. Yeah, no, well, I think I was saying there's a lot of European owners up here. So Europeans with deep pockets buying their slice of the dream. And Kawara is probably one of the cheapest areas in the northern beaches. But I don't know if that's going to last. I think all that pent-up demand from the south will start leading to the prices going up, I think. I mean, if you've got a lower base, you've got that option, I guess. Now, this should be Saxon. And it is, and we're pretty well there now, so I've just got to go down Saxon, which connects with Endeavour, and then it's a left-hand turn and up to Coles. So, yeah, it doesn't take too long. I think this is faster. Still, I might walk down the beachway on the way back just for a bit of variety. So, but I thought it'd be interesting to show you more of Clifton Beach, the suburb, and yeah, it looks pretty damn good, I think. Because what I noticed with Kawara is the further away from the beach you get, the quality of the housing does tend to drop. But this was the quality of the housing I just walked through there was pretty high, and that was a block away from the beach. So maybe slightly closer than my place to the beach, but not much. It only took me about 8 minutes to walk from my house to the beach today, so it's hardly a big trek. Yeah, it is very quiet in suburbia. That's the first thing I noticed when I first came up here compared to Parramatta Park. You don't have all the dodgy characters that you get there. I came across a few when I was in Parramatta Park, but here, no. Actually, the weirdest one was the day I had the building and house inspector come along. Some guy was just dropping off leaflets, and he had some theory about termites, and the building inspector just basically told him he was talking crap. I've already mentioned this, I'm repeating myself, but anyway. That's what old fogies like I do. Actually, I would say one thing: the Kawara parks are probably better. Like that little urban park in Kawara was really, really nice. This one is okay, but I reckon the other one's slightly better. Right, got that done. Didn't save any time really coming down via the burbs. Gave you a different view, I guess, but that's about the only positive. Yeah, about 45 minutes to get here. And just got my shopping done. Went to Liquorland, just bought myself Parsons Paddock, and for $8. And the guy asked me if I wanted to donate $2, make it $10. I said no. So they're running some drive for a charity. I didn't even know which charity it was. There was a sign up there. I checked it out later. I think it's some kids thing. And I just think it's wrong that if you go going to a place to shop, that they should try using emotional blackmail on you to give to a charity. I just don't think it's the right place to do it. So, you know, it's another good reason to basically shop online and or get stuff delivered. So yeah, that happened to me at Pan Central a few times too, and both supermarkets did it. And I thought, well, you know, if you really think that the charities are that important, why don't you just give out of your own pockets? So yeah, no, they'd rather basically have, and I feel sorry for the staff being told to do it, you know. I mean, it makes me feel bad, and it probably might make staff members feel bad having to ask it. So, you know, I just get, it's all part of this corporate stuff that's happening. You know, they always think they're so virtuous and better than everybody else. So I just, look, maybe I'm just a mean old bastard, but I just think it's wrong. And if I want to give to a charity, I should choose at my time who I want to give it to. I mean, one of the things about charities, I think you should be very careful who you give it to, because a lot of them squander money on admin or misappropriation of funds. So you just got to be very careful who you give your money to. And of course, the big no-no is never give when you're overseas to a beggar holding a kid, because chances are they may not be even their own kid, and it's just encouraging exploitation of children like that. So that's not a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to go back down via the beach, and oh, they still, the capsicums are cheap again, so that's good, about $2.90 a kilo, so that's good value. And I got myself some Brussels sprouts. So yeah, it is always good doing a list, because there was stuff I probably would have forgotten. I also got myself some desiccated coconut, which might make the beef rendang a bit more authentic. I forgot to put that on the list, but I saw it on the shelves. It's a special on the dates, only about $1.40 for these big pack of dates. It's amazingly cheap. That is really good value. So, and they're quite tasty. And it's quite a big pack. I think it's one of the great bargains in the supermarket. I guess they're just not that popular generally, but they're quite nice. Even the Coles ones, I mean, the ones that were hand-picked were better, but they cost a fair bit more too. But these ones are quite acceptable. They're pipped dates, and I thought they're quite tasty. So this is the road I came down, the shortcut, which really probably isn't a shortcut, it's just a different way of doing it. So, because we're not far from the road anyway, down the end of the street, and then you cut across there down by the beach, so it's quite a nice walk. So yeah, quite happy to do that. Have a walk back down by the beach. Nothing wrong there. Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's a pleasant place to walk even in the suburbs. It's the houses are quite attractive. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.